What's up everyone, KitaSean here. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about the new Transcendent monster that got announced in today's Monster Strike news, and that's gonna be Lasagny. So apparently there was this code that was released from Monster Strike that if you decipher it, you know that the next Transcendent monster was going to be Lasagny, and I was super confused when I was watching the live stream for Monster Strike News, and I was just looking at the comments. I'm like, what is everyone talking about? I'm so confused right now. But this code was released, and basically players deciphered it, and they're like, yeah, Lasagny is getting a Transcendent form. So I think we can expect these codes to come out more often in the future for Transcendent forms, but it was expected to see a fire monster get one because it's been a while since a fire monster got a Transcendent form, and kind of surprising that it was Lasagny a little bit, but I mean, I think he is actually a lot better than his evolution and his ascension form. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and talk about his abilities, strike shot, and his bump combo, and my opinion on the new Transcendent Lasagny. So Lasagny will be a Pierce type. He will also be a speed type, and his abilities are Heal, Samurai Killer M, With Gauge, Anti-Warp, and Strike Shot Reducer. Strike Shot Reducer is actually a new ability that he got for his Transcendent form. The other three he already had, but the Null Warp and Samurai Killer M was only for his evolution form, and the Null Warp and Recovery, the heal, was actually only for his ascension form. So now basically, like every other Transcendent form, the evolution and the ascension abilities combined together, and then of course they add in that Strike Shot Reducer. Strike Shot increased own speed and weakens boss weak spot on contact. Now the increased own speed is actually additional to the Transcendent form. This was never there for both evolution and ascension, but the other one, weakens boss weak spot, was. And the cooldown time for the Strike Shot is going to be 16 turns. That's the first cooldown. The second cooldown we don't know. They didn't reveal it during the news. They just said that the first cooldown is going to be 16 turns. And bump combo, a huge change to the bump combo. Star Laser L and Scramble Laser. Before, his evolution form had vertical laser, and I think both of them actually, yeah, both of them actually had vertical laser, both evolution and the ascension. So I believe the ascension also had energy circle S. So it's basically a weaker version of Lucifer's bump combo. So yeah, I think his bump combo is a lot better. Definitely easier to hit the mobs and bosses. So he's gonna be a lot easier to use. So Lasagny was one of those monsters that came out but never used because, one, his bump combo was really hard to use. Like, you have to position him in order to do max damage with it, but now that has changed because his bump combo is now Star Laser L and Scramble Laser, so it's really easy to hit the mobs and bosses. Not only that, if you go to a dungeon that has samurai traded enemies, ×2 damage because of the Samurai Killer, and it's Samurai Killer M, so again ×2 damage with regular attacks and bump combo. And of course he's going to be really strong against dungeons that have warp, but I do believe there are better fire monsters with anti-warp abilities, but I mean, we can't really say for sure yet if he's going to be weak or strong because we don't know his stats yet. We don't know his second cooldown time and his strike shot, but I really personally like his bump combo. I think it's going to be super strong, but again, it's just really hard to say. I mean, because of the Samurai Killer M and the only anti-ability is Warp, he's definitely going to be very specific when it comes to dungeons. So I don't know, maybe the new Ghoulsets quest he'll probably be useful on. It's a wood quest, possibly a samurai, I don't know. I mean, the new Ghoulsets monster is holding a sword and it's a wood type again, so maybe the gimmick might be Warp. Who knows, maybe he might be really good there. But I think Lasagny is pretty strong. I really do. Just looking at his abilities and his bump combo and his strike shot. But we can't say that for sure until we get his full stats and his second cooldown time. Is Lasagny going to be one of those monsters that you want to roll right away? Probably not. Again, I think he's going to be very specific when it comes to dungeons, so I would probably hold off. But I know he's going to get a rate up during November 6th. That's when the new Transcendent form is coming out, and most likely it's going to be during the fire element gacha, so all the limited fire monsters will come back, Kama Eru and I forgot who the other fire monsters were, Apollo. So I would probably just hold off, honestly, and wait for the collab to come out. Like, it's rumored right now the another collab is coming, so hold your orbs. But if you really want Kamaeru, then I would roll. So if you're gonna roll the fire gacha, try to aim for Kamaeru instead of Lasagny. I just think Lasagny is gonna be one of those monsters. It's like, oh, I got him, nice. So if he's strong on paper, he looks very strong. But again, I don't think he's gonna be one of those monsters that you really need to roll for. So just save your orbs for now, and if you have him, nice, that's awesome. I mean, I have him, so I'm definitely gonna you know, use his transcendent form and see where he works well at. But I would save your orbs, and again, it's rumored that a collab is coming soon, so just wait for that. So that's gonna be about it. I am planning to do more videos like this in the future for future monsters, so look forward to that. And I'm gonna bring back Monster Strike news, talk about the latest stuff that are in Monster Strike, starting with next news. I just don't really have the time to talk about the news that was announced today, only for Lasagny. I mean, the new Ghost's Quest obviously is coming out, but we don't really have enough information on it to talk about it. But yeah, I mean, expect a lot more stuff like this in the future from Monster Strike. I'm trying to push it because I really enjoy Monster Strike. I'm actually having a lot of fun right now, again. But I really want to try and get more people in the community. So if you guys have any interest in Monster Strike, join the Discord channel. Link is down below. We have a lot of people in that channel that are playing Monster Strike right now. So yeah, check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.